Enjoy the holiday season with the Alolan Festivities design, available on shirts, hoodies, mugs even. You can get one for yourself to wrap up nice and warm, or one for a present for a friend. Links to where you can get your own are in the description below. Hey Pokemon Masters, Birdkeepertoby here. Pokemon Sun and Moon is out tomorrow, and I kind of couldn't help myself and went ahead and read some things online that maybe I shouldn't have. A few spoilers, but not about anything major, plot points or anything like that, but rather Pokedex entries, because it turns out in these games there's going to be brand new Pokedex entries for every Pokemon, old Pokemon included. And that is so exciting. That's something that hasn't happened in like 2 or 3 generations now. And while I absolutely didn't look at all of them, I did take note of a few that I thought were particularly weird and interesting and have a funny tone. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna spoil those for you. Nothing plot related, just 5 examples of Pokedex entries that are really, really weird. Of course, don't forget I've got a Pokemon Sun and Moon giveaway going on, so please leave a like and a comment on this video. Details are all that in the description, and let's get on with it. So, number 1, Metang. Metang adores magnetic materials. Seems legit so far. It pursues Nosepass at speeds exceeding 67 miles per hour. Wait, what? Can you imagine being a frail rock-type Nosepass going about your business when suddenly this near 450-pound Metang approaches you at that kind of speed? I mean, that's a new episode of Pokemon Will Kill You right there. 67 miles an hour? What? In fact, not only that, I swear there's old Pokedex entries that talk about Nosepass only being able to point north. So if that Metang's coming at him from the south, he's not even going to see it coming. Okay, Metang, you just got terrifying. And speaking of terrifying, let's move on to number 2, which is Gengar. Our Gengar, a good old favourite. I wonder what the Pokedex has to say about you. It apparently wishes for a travelling companion. That's sweet. And since it used to be a human itself, it tries to create one by taking the lives of other humans. Okay, first of all, that's like one theory disproven and one new theory proven. Gengar used to be a human? I believe that Ghastly used to be dead Pokemon or gas balls. What? Gengar is a dead human? Okay, that's weird. But on top of that, it's going around actively killing people now? I'm getting dark, Game Freak. Number 3, Machop. With its superhuman strength, it can throw 100 people at once. It trains every day by lifting Graveler. My good friend MJTV Pokevids did a whole strange Pokemon physics about how Machamp can punch so fast that it can move mountains. And I don't know what's more impressive, that or Machop being able to lift 100 people at once. I don't doubt the strength, I just doubt the practicalities of it. I mean, Machop's like smaller than me. For the 4th thing I want to talk about, I'm actually going to read you the Pokedex entries for 4 Pokemon and tell me if you can spot the common trend. So first of all, Slowpoke. Alolan home cooking involves drying out Slowpoke tails and simmering them into a tasty stew. Let's try Crabrawler. What little meat they have is rich and delicious. Bounsweet. Although too sugary for human consumption, its sweat can be watered down into a juice that is just the right amount of sweetness. And finally, Wishy Washy. While it's awfully weak, it is notably tasty. What is wrong with you Alolan people? Who researched this part of this Pokedex? I bet it was Samson Oak. Who's making these entries? Stop cooking your Pokemon. It's got to catch them all, not got to eat them all. Then again, the Pokedex is sentient now, being the Rotom deck, so maybe it's the Rotom is like eating the Pokemon you catch and then just letting you know how it tasted. That's dark. Wouldn't surprise me though. And number 5, something to relax you. Haunter. Because Haunter fears the light and only reveals itself in the dark. It may be on the verge of going extinct in cities that stay brightly lit at night. Poor Haunter going extinct. I want to say that's a bad thing, but knowing what happens when it evolves, I'm not so sure. So there you go, those are just a few. This is just a fun video. When you're out there capturing Pokemon in Alola, old or new, please be sure to tweet me their Pokedex. Tweet me their entry if you see anything bizarre. I may end up making a video about it. I'm very excited to catch them all and go through the Pokedex myself. Also, don't forget you can get your Alolan Festivities jumpers and shirts and mugs and all those things either as a Christmas present for someone or just something for yourself to wear while you're playing Sun and Moon. Links to that in the top of the description. So hi, Pokemon Masters.
This is Ash Ketchum. You just watched a video by Birdkeepertoby. That makes you a Pokemon Master!